Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our permanent fire challenge in the Long Dark, where we are about to embark, finally, on this massive Pleasant Valley run. This has been a long time coming. I want to leave pretty much immediately, so we're going to drop a couple of these lesser teas down to warm up really quickly, and I wanted to grab a couple more torches just to protect. I already have a bunch of good torches on me, but just wanted to grab a few more of these that I can use first, just to kind of make sure that I have enough torches. Okay, so these should be done. We're pretty much ready to go here. I'll grab one more torch for the road when we leave. It's quite early, and one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and leave now, I need a little bit more sticks. One of the reasons I wanted to leave right now is because it's really cold. I think we'll get more out of the burn duration boost on Frankie than we would. Okay, let's go and add this last stick. That gets me up to... Oh, I should do another one. I really want to make sure that we don't mess this up. So I'll grab these, throw this last stick on as soon as it lets me, and then we'll be out of here. Okay, 11:59. That's as good as it's going to get. Almost feel a little slow right now. Not sure if it's slightly windy or what the deal is, but... Okay, so, yeah, I'm thinking that just by walking and getting the burn duration boost, we'll get more overall fire time. Or I guess more travel distance than if I left later with more energy and therefore could run a little bit more. It's still actually valid. I'm going to consider this for a second. I'm at 23 kilograms, but a lot of that is torches, and I brought some water with me as well that I can leave behind. So I should make an executive decision pretty early on here about whether I would just want to run the whole way. Yeah, let's run the whole way there. That'll buy me some extra time. We'll just get completely exhausted, and then we'll just exhaustion walk on the way back. I think that's the move. This isn't going to get me a lot of extra time because I think running is twice as fast, but you can only do it about, I don't know, 16% of the time, I think I worked out at some point, because it takes a while for your run meter to regenerate. But it might get me like an extra hour or so. Which is a lot, you know, when you think your run is going to take somewhere between 10 and 14 hours. Getting a whole extra hour out of it is going to be pretty good. So yeah, we're just kind of committed to the idea that we're going to be fully exhausted. And we'll probably like carry stuff back to the mouth of the cave, and then we can ditch anything that we don't need. Now, we can't take the shortcut here. We got to go to the dam and head through. Let's go ahead and... Don't want to mess this up because we really need light in the dam. It's dark in there now. Okay. And you know what? I don't want to think about this, so let's go ahead and drink this. Should have done that a lot earlier, but that should give us enough warmth. We'll warm up some in the dam. That should basically get us to the cave, and then once we're on the other side of the cave, we'll kind of reevaluate. Yeah, that's the other thing, is I don't really need to run like every second that my sprint meter fills up, because eventually we're just going to run out of energy. And I don't really want to spend coffee on this. I do have some emergency coffee around if I need it. Oh, he's running straight towards me. I guess I got close enough that he just immediately charged. Yeah, wasn't ready for him. Alright, let's head inside. We'll warm up in here, and then we'll also warm up when we're in the cave on the other side. Now, I don't think I talked about this yet. Maybe I did mention it briefly, but we're also fighting the fact that I'm getting crashes pretty frequently. So, well, I say pretty frequently. I've had about 1 crash per episode, and I'm not sure yet if the last one I got was unlucky or if it's actually an ongoing problem. But regardless, let me go ahead and get this torch lit. Regardless, I need to be mindful of the fact that it's going to be a good idea to sort of step into any buildings that I pass along the way just to create a save point so I don't lose a ton of progress if we get unlucky with the crashes. Alright, straight out the door we go. Pretty much warmed up. Now, for doing this shortcut, I think I'll throw on my... I don't want to miss it here. It's kind of dark, hard to see. Yeah, it's this ledge right up here. Alright, go ahead and throw on the crampons, just to make sure. Those are down to 80%. I should start thinking about doing a repair. I mean, it's like 40 days in, and they're only down to... I think I missed the climb. Yeah, let's start this over, so I reset the sprain risk. Just make sure that I get the... Yeah, there it is. Okay, right across here. And we can climb up this. This is harder to do in the dark. I don't remember... I think I can just go down to the low ground here. And then we climb up this. Back up here to get a little height. And then we should be good. Nope, not quite enough. A little more. There we go. Alright, and then we just want to run up here. I've not really practiced this route at all or anything. I mean, I've done this a few times. You can see my old torch there. Just kind of relying on the fact that it's pretty easy to figure out where to go. I feel like I did something wrong here, but down is generally where you want to be, so I'm not going to worry. Yep, this is good. This is the little ledge. Just kind of drop down here, and let's go get inside. As soon as we're inside, I'll go ahead and I'm going to grab a couple of these, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. We're not going to worry about looting any coal or anything in here. We're just going to get out of here and make our way quickly through here. I don't really want to run in the cave because we're warming up here. Yeah, we'll just walk the cave, save my energy. Got a long trip ahead of us, so now one thing I have to be really mindful of is when I'm planning the return trip. It takes longer to get through Winding River than it did on the way here because I can't take that shortcut. I gotta go all the way around. And it also takes longer to get through the dam because we have to go further to get to the entrance, and then the entrance is in the lower part of the dam and we've got to walk up. So that part isn't as big of a deal, but those two things adding up means it's going to take, you know, like maybe an extra hour. Oh, I went the wrong way. Well, we'll go and grab this while it's here. I do need to leave this coal behind, though. Now, what I'm considering here... And I think it's a smart thing to do because it's definitely still going to be cold outside. I think I need to start a very short fire here. Am I at the top yet? I think this is the exit. I hope so. Hope I didn't mess it up. Really just want to be done and out of here. Okay. Yeah. I think we should do this. I hate to spend time on this right now, but I'm thinking if I go ahead and get a fire here and just heat up that little tea... Like, I'm not going to wait and warm up. I just want that little reishi warmed up so that I can stay warm for this first part of the journey.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's get this down. This is the only one I'm going to warm up. Because it only takes 2 minutes. We'll be fully warm. Just going to get rid of this torch. We'll grab a new one from here. Let's take a second to drop some of this coal. And drop an extra stick or two. I'm going to find a lot more sticks. Okay, grab this, grab a torch, and let's go. That didn't take too long. Okay, nice weather. Let's get down from here. Alright, I think I want to head straight along here. And let's go back to running now. This is really good. All this pre-dawn time. It's going to be super cold. Should be getting nearly a 2-to-1 burn bonus for all of this. At least all the outdoors time. Okay, let's go this way around. Go ahead and drink our tea. And then I think after this, we will probably take some cold damage, just because this is going to be the coldest part of the trip, and I kind of want to drink birch bark tea from here on out. I'll grab a few of these sticks for when we eventually have a fire, but I'll probably take cold damage, I don't know, all the way to the plane maybe. Especially since we'll be stopping at a few buildings on the way there. Okay, there's the water. I want to head a little bit to the left of those falls because I need to find a way down. Okay. So many torches. Might have overpacked. That's fine. Okay, I just remembered that I never swapped my crampons off. As soon as we get down to the bottom here... Okay, we're off the slope. Let's go and switch back to the insulation. Put that on. That'll help a little bit with the warmth. We shouldn't need the crampons until we come back up that slope on the return trip. I don't know exactly where I am, but we should be able to get out to the main road here. Okay, so there's the bridge. The barn should be just down here a little bit. And while we're here, I'm going to hop in the barn and check for the rabbit skin hat. That's one of the things that I was kind of just waiting on, because I have all those rabbit skins back at the house. So I could technically craft it, but I figured if there's a free one here, I don't want to waste the resources and the time. I can just use those skins that I already have for repairs later. Alright, let's quickly get up here. I'm not going to really loot. I just want to check for this hat. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see it. It might be possible to see it, but let's just go. If I do see it, then I would have to go around anyway, and if I don't see it, then I'd probably feel like I have to continue around just to make sure. It looks like there's a guy here. I don't know if that means anything, though. It looks like we're unlucky. I have to craft it. I think it can also spawn in HRV. As long as we're here, we're going to check the backpack, but...
This will come in handy.
Got some peaches. Alright, let's drop down here. And... I guess, since we may never come in here again, I guess I'll take just 1 second. It's a plank. Fire barrel. Nah, I don't think there's anything here. Just a bed. Alright, well, we tried. Now I kind of wish I had just crafted the hat, obviously, but... That's got to be those birds, right? Ptarmigan's here? Alright, now, as tempting as it is to loot this farmhouse, I think I want to go straight up. I think this is going to take long enough to loot that I need to make a separate trip for it. This trip is all about getting this major faraway spot, and everything's going really well right now. I don't want to ruin that by committing early to something like that. If I finish looting up here and I come back and I have plenty of time, or even if I just have a little bit of time, maybe we'll step inside briefly and just get a couple things, but I think it would be a mistake to invest any serious amount of time in that right now.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Oh my goodness. I did exactly what I said I shouldn't do. Which means that just to be safe, I'm going to go and start grabbing cattails. I completely forgot that I needed to eat before I left. It's okay. There's going to be a bunch of cattails up here. This is Interloper, not Nogoa. The thing is, I really can't afford to lose well-fed. Because I need that carry weight to get back.
Oh, so cold.
Can't believe I did that. I had all that meat sitting right in front. I almost need like a checklist of like the 4 to 5 things that I need to do before any major expedition. At least I have a couple of coffees if I really need to push it on the way back. I found those peaches. I can heat those up for a buff. That's 450 calories. That's actually pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and move on this. So if I can, I should aim for an area where I'm going to be stationary looting for a second and put my fire there. Oh, I can drop a coal in it and get warmed up a little bit. The thing is, though, I can afford to take a lot of cold damage. I think I just need to forget about the fire for right now. Do the looting that needs to be done. Eat my cattails. And, Well, here comes the wind. Should I get a fire made before, or...? I don't think so. Got matches. If this blows me out, then... If I make it to the cave, I'll start a fire there. Because that's a place to warm up fast.
I think I need to lay down.
And I can leave it going while I go loot everything and then come back to it. Rose hips we don't care about. One thing I forgot to do, I was really intending to leave the bow and arrows behind. That's like nearly 1 kilogram, I think, of weight that I could have ditched. I got my clothing sorted out. And I think the smart thing to do is just keep taking damage. All the teas I have that I'm going to use from here on out, yeah, especially now that my torch is out, just keep taking the damage for now. We're going to be healing up on the way back with the birch bark tea, and it's going to be warmer. A lot warmer. Unless this turns into a blizzard. But that'll be kind of a blessing and a curse. Curse because it's going to be hard to find the way back, but it will also be... Alright, since we're not starting a fire in that cave... Sorry, what I was about to say is... It'll make my fire last for longer. Okay, so we're kind of here. We're sitting at 22 minutes for the episode. I think we figured out before that 60 minutes is the 12-hour... amount. I think we left like 1 or 2 minutes into the episode, so let's just say I made it here in 20 minutes, which is really good. Allowing 25 to get back means I have 5 minutes to loot. But obviously I have a little bit of extra time due to the burn bonus. I don't know why I'm harvesting these, but I am. Yeah, let's try to just loot everything in this area real quick. And I'm going to take a second and probably warm back here. Yeah, let's just eat my cattails. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but let's just eat enough that I don't have to think about it while I'm looting the plane. Okay, and I think I should go ahead and use the last of this energy up. I don't want to have to come back here for a long time. Like, I might eventually come back and try to find the bedroll here, if there is one. I might go up to the...
God, yeah, freezing.
Prepper cache and the hunter's blind. There's a couple of things I would consider. I'm not going to pick up these sticks anymore. I'm actually overweight, so let's see if we can solve that really quickly. Let's ditch some of these worse torches that I shouldn't have brought. And let's ditch... some sticks. I don't need all these sticks. Just get a few. I don't know why I picked up all those sticks on the way here. Waste of time. Okay. Let's just go straight to the top and work our way down. Hypothermia risk is fine. I'm not worried about it.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
There goes the last of my energy. Oh, that's the other thing. It's going to take significantly longer on the way back, so I actually need to allow more time. Got a scarf. That's cloth. I don't need to bother with feathers. Let's just check the body, and... Whoops. I don't think there's any compartments. Nope, nothing in there. Okay, suitcases? Thought there were going to be suitcases up there. Is that a suitcase? No? Okay.
I think I can use this.
Alright, let's go and throw that on. Not that it matters. I should do that when I'm actually warming up. Okay, so the big ticket items here are thin wool sweater, underwear, wool socks. Basically it.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
If I get an ear wrap, I might hang on to it in case they change how the installation works so that you can only wear one. Then I'll be able to wear an ear wrap with it. Yeah, this is the problem with the plane crash, is there's a chance to get really good items, but there's also a chance that you invest all this time and don't get anything. I think there's a pretty good chance we'll get at least one item. If you come here in the early game, like sometimes you can get like 4 or 5. If you're really lucky, you can get 4 or 5 best in slot items. But sometimes you get, 1 or 0. Just comes down to luck.
This stuff will come in handy.
There it is, the underwear. All right, let's throw that on just to get the... That's a full degree once it's been repaired. That's massive, so I'd no longer have to go to Hushed River to get the guaranteed one there. So that's that's really nice. If that's all I get out of this, I'll be happy. If I get another best in slot item that I don't currently have, then I'm going to be extremely happy with this trip. Because obviously I'm less likely to find items that I don't already have just because I have so many. I'm looking for so few items. Okay, let's just double check. Hypothermia risk is getting up there. And I actually need to deal with it sooner rather than later because I don't want to have to spend a lot of time curing it. Although I guess if I just stay warm while I'm traveling, I'll be okay. Alright, time is really passing quickly here. Let's go ahead and check over here. Looks like we got just a candy bar. That's a best in slot item, but I already have one, so it doesn't really count. So if I'd come here in the early game, I would have had 2 best in slot items. Really? I don't think I've ever gotten a sprain in the plane before. Guess I just spent too much time on that slope. It's just a wrist. Basically, no impact from that.
This'll come in handy.
I cannot carry those shoes around. That's going to be way too heavy. Let's just ditch those right now. Leather, I just don't really care enough about. Let's grab this. New t-shirt. I can just throw that on. Okay, we got to get out of here yesterday. I think I'm going to go around to the... let's see. There's a soda down there. That'll give me a few calories. Then I think I'm going to keep going through. It's weird. There's no suitcases anywhere along here. Did they remove those, or...? Okay, well, can't stick around forever. Let's go. So this is the exit. I'm going to go around to... I think this means I cannot use my bow. Which means we might run into a little bit of trouble up here. I kind of want to wait and see what the weather does before I commit to a fire. But I gotta do something soon. Yeah, I feel like I hear footsteps around. I want to get into this basement and check it out, and then I'm toying with the idea. I think I should go loot draft dodgers. Let's see. We're sitting at 29 minutes, so I still easily have a full half hour to get back. It's probably going to take a little bit longer than that, though. But it's been really cold. Well, shoot. Where exactly are you?
Trees.
Okay, he's around there. Can I finesse this situation? I want to get into that basement. I think I might just use a match to start this torch up. I want to check that body. Looks like I might be able to pull this off without using a match. Okay. Go inside. That was a little close. Really did not want to get into a struggle there. Okay, what do we have? Pork and beans. That's another food item to warm up with. I'm going to grab those just because I can't resist, but I might have to put them back down. Don't think I can afford to carry all that weight back with me. And I guess I can just use them when I start my fire. I can't carry that. Cloth I will happily grab. Okay. That's bad underwear. How much does this weigh? 0.25? I mean, I think I carry it back with me. For the cloth, I've got a bunch of cloth items. Let's see. This is warmer for some reason. And then, okay, I think we're pretty much set. Okay, so I did end up getting wool socks. So, yeah, no thin wool sweaters though. Unlucky. Hypothermia risk is so high. Okay, I need to decide what to do very quickly here. Let's step outside. Listening for the wolf before I get too comfortable.
I can't feel my feet.
Alright, I think I can get down somewhere along here. And yeah. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but should be able to reset my sprain risk. And let's just go up here. Okay. Now, question is, do I risk taking a little bit of extra time to go to Draft Dodgers?
It's so cold.
There are dresser drawers there.
I'll lay down for a bit.
Let me just see exactly. Yeah, it's right here. Then we can kind of cut the corner off on the way back. I've got to get warm though. I think we'll start a fire right outside Draft Dodgers after I'm done. I need to get those birch bark teas made and heat it up and start drinking those to recover some of this health too. Okay. We can go throw some of this fuel on a fire and start recovering from this mess I've gotten myself into. This is good though. We got some good clothing out of that. Got some things I can maintain. Should have good warmth on the way back. Oh well, unlucky. See if there's anything hiding around here. I don't think there is. Gotta figure out our food situation, and then lantern fuel I'll take. Oh, sports socks. Well, that's some cloth. Alright, let's head out. Too bad. Make sure I didn't miss anything there.
I'm so hungry in my life.
Alright, let's get this fire started, get some coal on there. And I'm gonna do a quick inventory check, decide what to leave behind. We're gonna have to use a match. And I don't have a book. Let's use the torch. Come on, give me a torch. Ooh, this is not comfortable. I am way behind schedule to get back. Yeah, we're going to be relying on at least an extra hour of burn time at this point.
Come on, little fire.
So hopefully the game comes through for me.
I've never felt so...
We're not stopping for anything at this point. We're playing this completely by the book. Let's throw all these heavy sticks on here. No reason to have this. This is going to have to be my last fire. I've got to just make this count. We've got to stay super warm after this. Let's get those foods down. I'm going to get both of these down, as I can't afford to carry them. Just get the cooking points. Let's actually get a birch bark tea cooking. Let's heat up the other birch bark teas. Get this opened. Okay, so that's everything going that I need to have going. We'll drink that soda. Ditch some of my heavy stuff. That's some calories. Alright, what am I getting rid of? That's about the number of torches I need. I'm not carrying that for a round. Just too much. Don't need cattail heads. Let's drop all those here. We're already under. Okay, so I guess I didn't need to go that panicky on it. Alright, let's take the fur then. Should have enough carry weight once I grab all this stuff. See if we can get this heated up by the time we head out of here too. I'm going to go ahead and eat some of this stuff to immediately get the warmth buffs going. And, because these don't offer much warmth. So I'm going to be primarily relying on these birch barks. Everything's pretty much done. I think I just need to go. Rosehip wasn't done. That was a mistake. I should have let that finish heating up. Okay, the long trudge back. We have 23 minutes before the hour mark. But that's about how long it took to... that's actually longer than how long it took to come in. And we didn't leave right at the start of the episode. So even if there was no burn bonus, I think it would be really, really close. Like, we probably wouldn't quite make it. But it would be close. So I'm hoping for at least a 2-hour gain since we left so early in the morning. I'm going to try to travel as straight as I can on the way back. Not going to get much of a burn bonus on the way back, unfortunately, but what can you do? Go ahead and down some birch bark tea. I really just kind of need to max out my warmth. So go ahead and drink another one of these, and hopefully the third one will stay warm so that I can use it for the 25% circle fill. It's a wolf. Try to steer clear of him. Hopefully he won't be attracted to the noise from that torch throw. Okay, I think we're good. We're going to be recovering our hypothermia for quite a while. And then we'll be inside the cave and inside the dam for large portions of time. That can't be the same wolf, can it? Thing is, I think I want to stay on this side of the river, because then I can follow the just realized I never threw my... Oh, those were ruined. The one socks were completely ruined. Ah, nice peaceful walk. We got the music going, light snowflakes. This is why I waited so late to do this run, is because I knew that it was going to take a long time, and I just wanted the security. Of knowing that most likely I had a little bit of extra time on my fire. I mean, obviously the smart thing to do would have been to save portions of that for another trip. Like, not go to draft. Maybe even skip the Skitter's Ridge area too. We could just grab the plane and then head back, and then come back for the other two on a different trip. But I just felt pretty strongly that I would not be coming back for, you know, long enough that those clothes, if they were there, might just be ruined by the time I came back. Okay, I think it's getting warmer, because we're getting later in the day. It's a really good sign. We do not seem to be losing warmth very quickly at all. This is probably down to like -8 or something, yeah. Okay, so we should be fine from here on out. We're going to stay warm. Hypothermia risk is going down. Probably going to heal it. We're still getting some healing from the birch barks. I think I've already been here. I'm not going to pick any of these rose hips or anything, or really try to loot much around here. That can all be saved for another trip. Uh-oh. Oh, I messed up. Okay, I gotta go over here. I didn't realize where the waterfall was. I have to hit this slope here, or I won't be able to get up to the high ground. Fortunately, we only went, like, very slightly off track. Now, it's kind of a toss-up in my mind whether I want to just spend coffee to get a little bit of running time on the way home. It feels to me like it's not necessary, and I'd just be like trying to get back with 2 hours left instead of 1. And the thing is that coffee could be really handy later on, like if I want to make runs to, like if I want to make one run to the summit in the very late game where I invest like a bunch of coffee and a stem or two and maybe some of the new, I think the rose hip and the peach pies are the ones that increase your stamina by a bunch. Like if I just invested a ton of extra resources in there and did the optimal route in the very late game where it's cold and I did it overnight, I could probably make a run to the summit, maybe into Hush River Valley. The thing is, though, those things are getting less and less attractive as my clothing has improved. Like, it's just starting to not feel very necessary. Okay, so let me think about this for a second. The bridge, I think I want to cross the river now. Yeah, and all this loot here, mushrooms, everything, this is like fairly easy to come and get at some point, so I just need to repeat to myself, do not waste time looting. We are walking home, and that's it. We might have to have a small fire to heat up a tea. But even that seems likely that I'll just take the damage because we're going to have inside areas to warm up. And I can afford to take a bit more damage now. There goes our warming up buff, but we're not too far away. 15 minutes left to go. Yeah, and that's the thing is, sure, it took me like 20 to 22 minutes to get to the plane, but I also spent some of that time looting the barn on the way in. Okay, now I gotta make sure I didn't go too far here. I'm gonna head up here so I can make sure to hit the... Oh, I really don't want to lose this torch. Okay, just barely made it. Yeah, I didn't want to spend another match. Okay, we're getting a little close. I think I'll pick up any sticks I see on the way. Just because I have carry weight to spare. I might as well make use of it. Although we've got stuff inside the cave too. I think the update might have messed up my... Do I really need to go all the way up here? This feels like overkill.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah, I might have to drop down on the other side of this. I can't remember. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, this was not necessary. Could have come around the other way. Actually... Yeah, we want to be down here. Well, I do have those 2 coffees on me. I'm going to hold the option to use those in reserve. I forgot to pick up my coal and sticks. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say, is I thought that I left 10 coal in there, and I wonder if I got messed up on the update. Because they fixed a bug where the caves were spawning more coal than they were supposed to. I think they might have just removed all the coal from the caves and like respawned it in correctly. So I might have lost 10 coal to that update. That's fine, I'm sure I got a bunch of illegal coal and sticks. Just slightly annoying. Could have saved some time by dropping down. That's the sort of mistake you do not want to make when... Ooh. I feel like I hear a blizzard. That could be unpleasant. Hypothermia risk is healed already. Okay, let's just focus on not getting lost while I think about what to do. If there is a blizzard, having a very short fire and heating up tea, that's definitely a blizzard. So I'm going to have to spend another match once we get to the dam, and I feel like I don't want to take that much damage. Yeah, I think we are going to have a very short coal fire here. I don't want to take... Yeah. All the damage walking through the river would be too much. So we'll go ahead and get this thing going with a stick. It's almost a good time to use accelerant. This is 5 extra minutes that I didn't need to spend.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, I actually don't need to spend the
That's
coal.
a good one.
Let's spend... Well, yeah, let's just spend the coal. I only have 1 coal left? Changed my mind. That's my emergency coal. Alright. Let's get this down. That's what I should have done first. It's the most important thing. Let's heat up a coffee as well. Let's do that over here. And also make a fresh tea. Actually, that's going to take too long. Yeah, once those are done, we'll just go. In fact, once the rose hip is done, we'll go. I'm not going to wait for the coffee. Let's grab a fresh torch off of here. Maybe a couple. I'm not messing around. We are going. Okay, so we're gonna lose this torch, but nothing we can do about it. Wait. Yeah, this is a blizzard, but funnily enough, when I'm sheltered from the wind, I'm warming up. No, this isn't a... Wait, what is going on? The sound effects are so weird. We are quite warm in the wind shade, so I'm going to be able to prolong taking this rosehip for a while. I think I will still drink it, though. Got a bit of a trek ahead of us here. And yeah, when I'm not wind sheltered, let me try to get to the next wind shelter, and then I'll immediately take it. I think I can duck in here. Okay, we're going to drink like 3/4 of it, and then cancel. That way I'll still have another dose if I want it. Okay, 10 minutes until the hour mark. It's going to be a long way. Let's go ahead and do this. Fill this tea. I got plenty more teas. Now we got a full temperature bar for the return trip to the dam. And I'm kind of happy about that because once we get out of the dam, we're also going to have the long walk back to Frankie. Now the nice thing about this is giving me a 2-to-1 burn bonus on Frankie. So I no longer feel uncomfortable about that at all. Unless the game just like really messes me up, we're going to be absolutely fine here. Like it would have to not be giving me the burn bonus when I'm not in the same region, but I think we've already verified that that is definitely not how it works. I'm currently doing this recording very late at night. Like I think it's, well, late for me. It's almost midnight. And it just feels kind of surreal because I've just been so absorbed in this that I'm sitting here completely alone, and until I thought about it, I just had no idea, you know, what time of day it is, what day of the week it is. Like I have to think about it because I've just been so absorbed in exactly what's going on here. The end is in sight here. Okay, I think we're good. Where are we? Everything looks so strange when you can't see very far off. But yeah, we're on the right path here. Circling around, making sure there's no wolves, even though they shouldn't be spawning in a blizzard. Yeah, I'm glad I saved that extra condition because we're going to lose a bunch on the walk home now. This should last us almost to the dam, so we won't lose too much there, but then on the other side, unless I stop for another fire, which I think is very inadvisable.
Jeez, this is cold.
We're going to take a pretty big hit. Close to 20% of our condition, probably. We're going to be freezing for the hour walk back. Alright. Be able to grab a second of wind shelter there. Didn't look like it. Alright, so we'll lose maybe 2 or 3 points here. And then even if we lose a full 20% on the walk back, that's fine. We'll be down to like 40%. Just spend a couple days recuperating, drinking our birch bark tea, sleeping the full 10 hours at night. We'll be fine in no time. Got plenty of food on me. We don't need to search for any loot. We've already been here a couple of times. Just go straight inside, and we're going to have to spend... Ah, that's what I was thinking about. We potentially could have... I don't think I can get through here without a torch, but I guess I can try. Is this right? If I could... I guess I do go down. I'm gonna go ahead and light it. An extra match, but Yeah, I was thinking about having a lantern for this stretch. Like, I would bring it with me and leave it on whichever side of the dam that I exited, so that I would only be carrying it through the dam. And like maybe that's something I'll do like as a late game thing, just so that I have the option of not spending a match in this exact circumstance. But it's just not worth thinking about too much. Alright, so there's the door that we exited. So that was really only like a minute or two longer coming through here compared to on the way out. The walk through the zone itself was probably more like 3 or 4 minutes longer. Alright, we still have to go up to the main level. It'd actually be pretty sweet if the what am I thinking here? If the blizzard stopped. It's completely silent now, which is why I'm thinking maybe. Although it could just be not coming through correctly. Oh, you know what? We haven't even really looted the dam completely yet. I think there's still some lockers that I didn't get with the pry bar. Alright, let's make sure we head the right way when we come out of here. I think it's... yeah, straight out here. And it is still going. So I'm just going to let this go out, take the damage on the way back. We're currently sitting at 56 minutes, so I actually think we made this within the required time. Why is my torch going? I guess the weather is changing. Like it must be... nope, there it goes. Yeah, I think the weather is changing. Unfortunately.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
It means we might have to deal with wolves. And I think this is just still a full blizzard. Alright, well I'm going to carry a flare. I really don't want to get into a struggle here. We'll just follow the walls back.
I'm too cold to think.
And yeah, I'm really, really happy that I did all that I did now, because it looks like we're actually going to get back within the official 12 hours. So I'm guessing we're going to have like maybe even 3 hours left on... this is actually going to be a good test of how much we're going to be able to push things in the future, because this is close to late game temperatures. We did part of the run overnight and in the early morning when it's really, really cold. And we did part of the run during a blizzard, which is also an option. In fact, if I wanted to really push things, what I might want to do in the late game is get fully rested and start my trip in the afternoon when it's usually pretty warm, but when there's a blizzard. Because that way I'll get the burn duration during that, and then I'll also get it during the whole overnight and early morning time when it's cold anyway. This is all just, you know, hyper maximization though. That's not really necessary. I mean, realistically speaking, I already have everything I need. I don't really need any more clothing at this point. I've already done plenty, especially if I still craft the second bearskin coat. Obviously, I would really like to get some thin wool sweaters because they're efficient. Don't really care about getting the extra wool socks. And I got the underwear, so like I got some good stuff. I'm only really missing the 2 thin wool sweaters. That's the only thing that I still want to find. And I think you can even get either those or the hockey jerseys, which are almost the same. You can get those from the beachcombing, in theory. I don't know if they've changed that or if it'll be changed before I find those. I mean, obviously I haven't really done any of that yet. And it's a pretty big time investment too. Alright, so we're sitting at the... just hit 1 hour for the episode timer, and I know we didn't leave right away, so I think we're actually going to be home before... like, even if we had no extra burn at all, I think we would have made it, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so there's the rock. So we're going to go... at least I think this is the rock. Yeah. So we're going to kind of head out here and head a little bit to the left. And then pretty soon we should see Frankie. And I really need to start putting out some more stuff, just so that I'm not searching frantically. But here we are. Frankie's there, and I see smoke. And yeah, we're not even at 1 minute past the 1 hour mark. And, ooh. Yeah, so not 2 or 3 hours left. Only 1 hour left. So by my estimates, we barely got any extra burn time. So I think that the extra burn time is not working properly, because all that time we spent in blizzards, all the time in the early morning, and the fact that this, even if we had nothing, this should still show like 20 minutes on it, even if we had no extra burn at all. I think this is definitely bugged, so that's really going to put, yeah, I think we're going to be tied down a lot more than I was hoping, because we're just not going to be able to rely on getting any extra time. That's a shame. I was planning to use that to go into Bleak and repair my tools, but I'm going to have to reevaluate that and see if it's even a viable strategy. Alright, I am very tired. I've really gone way over here, so let's just quickly get set up here with some fuel. We definitely need to do a fuel run soon. I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to be getting some more coal soon. I think I might just burn some coal rather than burning like every stick I have. We'll pick up a few of these. I actually got myself into a bad spot here. We need to go harvest fur first thing in the morning. Get some coal. At least I have some coal stored up. I think I have like some books and stuff in there. But yeah, we this is the lowest I've been on fuel, I think, since possibly day 0. Well, day 2, I guess. Alright, let's grab 2 more pieces of coal. Okay, let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I got that sprain, doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm still recovering condition from the birch bark. I could use a tea if I wanted to, an herbal tea. I think I'm not really going to be losing any condition tomorrow. We're just going to be kind of walking around harvesting wood. So I think my health is going to be high enough after this sleep. And then we're maintaining well-fed for now. I also need to go ahead and hunt a deer. So maybe tomorrow I'll grab a deer and grab firewood. Just kind of take it easy after this insane task that I did today. Oh, I managed to finish that. Okay, how are we doing? I think I'm going to just go ahead and sleep. It's actually really early, but it's a blizzard, so we'll go ahead and get our max sleep in. Grab some water. Go ahead and grab a few more sticks. I really need to rectify that situation. Okay. Make sure I get my max healing here. Clothing wise, let's just do a quick look at... This is sorted by condition. Nothing here is going to get ruined immediately. So I think I'm good. And I'll sort through all this in the morning. Kind of stash stuff, maybe harvest some cloth. Get organized and figure out what needs to be repaired. Alright, let's get our 10 hours. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. I'll figure out all this stuff in the morning with the timing and the water and the fuel. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.